For Deborah and Colin, I think what drives them is simple, which is they have an incredible ambition to make a difference in the lives of others. And so they're not at all interested in being selfish and looking out for themselves, but they do have an enormous desire to truly make a difference with their lives. And so I think they take very seriously that it's not just about success, it's about significance.
They are very humble and very discreet, you know. When I see the way they behave, the way they actually carry themselves, they take care of business. They don't make a fuss, you know. They may not be or may not have been as visible as other leaders, as much in the limelight as other NBA leaders. But I really appreciate the fact that they were really focused on their tasks, on the community, the student needs, and they listened a lot, and they did a good job.
Deborah has this amazing way of getting consensus, like getting everyone's perspective and trying to digest that into some sort of acceptable outcome. And though sometimes she had to make the tough decision, that wasn't always the popular vote, but just digesting everyone's perspective and kind of trying to move things forward.
Deborah is probably the most impressive person I've ever met. I just tried to keep up with her. I don't know how she accomplishes everything that she accomplishes. I swear that she has a twin here or a body double or something, because I get 5 emails from her with incredible information that's really helpful, and then I see her 5 seconds later and I'm just sort of like, how do you do this?
And I hadn't known Colin until he was elected into the vice president role. And at the first few meetings, I'm like, all right, this guy's kind of fun, he's kind of cool. And then he would always like throw in like this wrench and be like, well, why are we gonna do it that way? Why don't we do it this way? And I was just kind of looking at him, I'm like, I don't know what this guy's deal is. And then as time progressed, he even admitted to it. He's like, I'm always gonna be the one that's going to like be the devil's advocate and just be like, why are we doing it this way? Is that the best way to do it? And so I just came to expect and appreciate and respect the heck out of him for always kind of trying to go against the grain, but again, it was for the better outcome.
Colin is one of the most fun people I think I know at Fuqua, and he does it in sort of an undercover way, which is great. Colin is this tremendous leader and can be so serious, and then on sort of the switch of a dime, he kind of transitions into this really fun colleague, and you almost forget that he's, in a way, your boss on the MBAA, or a peer in like an academic setting. He becomes just this really fun sort of confidant and friend, and I think he blends those roles really uniquely.
The thing that I always remember is they were one person, essentially. When one of them spoke, they were speaking for both of them, and I think that's really important when you're looking at leadership, because otherwise you can start seeing cracks if two people at the top are not on the same page. But the biggest thing about them is they were always essentially the same person, and I think that really is one of the reasons why MBA was so successful this year.
They're driven by an internal motivation, I think, to make their community better. And to me, that really is consequential leadership. And I think when you look at them, I know they were leaders before they came to Fuqua. I know they'll be leaders when they leave Fuqua. I hope we've enhanced their ability to lead, but I think the types of people that they are, they wanted to have an impact on the community here. And they worked tirelessly to do that. So I think a lot of that was they looked at it at being president and vice president as an opportunity, and an opportunity to make this a better place, a better experience for everybody. And I think they did that.
Leaving, my brain works a little differently. You know, I see problems differently. I can frame them with the right type of vocabulary, and I definitely have benefited from the immense amount of weight that Fuqua puts on understanding multiple perspectives, especially from other classmates and teammates. I have gained so much from that approach, and I certainly now seek that out all the time. I want to see things in many lenses, and I think that's a really valuable, it's a really valuable change that I've seen in myself.
You know, when I came to Fuqua, I'd had a lot of other leadership experience like everyone here, and so I didn't realize how very much I had to learn. But through the experiences I've had here, being president for the MBAA, I've learned so much from the leadership styles of other students and of faculty and staff, and for that I am so grateful because it's been a tremendous experience and will help me so much moving forward.